ISKCON founder Acharya Jagat Guru Sri Bhakti Swami Sri Prabhupada ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupada Paramahansa Pariva Jagacharya Stutara Sata Sisimari Divangis Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada ki Jai. Ananda Gaudiya Vaishnava ki Jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki Jai. Prem Guru Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Sriva Sadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda ki Jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopal Gopina Shama Radha Kunda Giri Gaurabadana ki Jai. Vrindavan Dham ki Jai. Mathura Dham ki Jai. Navadvip Mayapur Dham ki Jai. Jagannath Puri Dham ki Jai. Jamuna Mai ki Jai. Ganges Mai ki Jai. Tulasi Devi ki. Bhakti Devi ki. Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda ki Jai. Nitai Gaura Premanand. All glory is the Sambhu devotees. All glory is the Sambhu devotees. All glory is the Sambhu devotees. Glory to Shri Guru, Shri Gauranga. Vishnu, Krishna, Narayanam Namaskritya Naham Chaiva Narottamam Divim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udirayet Nashtapraisa Bhadresu Nityam Bhagavata Sevayam Bhagavati Uttama Suluki Bhakti Rivavati Nastiki Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Vyana Timirandasya Jnana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadavati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Gurun Shri Yuddhapadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatam Vidam Sajivam Sadvitam Savadutam Karijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Deva Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Ravita Shri Visakam Vitam Hey Krishna Karuna Singh Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopisa Gopika Kanta Dada Kanta Namastute Taptakanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavesha Visaram Sutede Pranamami Panchakalpatarugascha Upasundivyaevacha Patitanam Pavanyo Vaishnavyo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasari Gaura Bhaktaram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Gantara Srimad Bhagavatam Ki reading from Srimad Bhagavatam Canto 7 Chapter 11 The Perfect Society for Social Classes, Text 13. Samskara Yatra Vikchanna Sadvijojo Jagadayam Ijyadya Yana Danani Vihitani Dvijamanam Janma Karma Vadatanam Kriyascha Shrama Shodita Samskara Jatra Vichinna Sadvi Jojo Jagadayam Vijyadyamana Danani Vihitani Dvijamanam Janma Karma Vadatanam Kriyascha Shrama Choditaha Samskara Jatra Vichinna Sadvi Jojo Jagadayam Ijyadyanana Danani Vihitani Dvijamanam Janma karma vadantanam Kriyascha shrama chodita Samskara Reformatory processes Jatra wherein Avichinna without interruption. Saha, such a person. Dvija, twice born. Aja, Lord Brahma. Jagada, sanctioned. Yam, who? Ija, worshipping. Adhyayana, studies of the Vedas. Dhanani, and charity. Vihitani, prescribed. Dvija jamanam, or persons who are called twice born. Janma, by birth. Karma, and activities. Abadatanam, who are purified. Kriya, activities. Cha, also. Ashrama choditaha, recommended for the 4 ashramas. Translation and purport by Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Swami. Those who have been reformed by the Garbhadana ceremony and other prescribed reformatory methods, performed with Vedic mantras and without interruption, and who have been approved by Lord Brahma, are Dvijas, or twice born. Such Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, and Vaishyas, purified by their family traditions and by their behavior, should worship the Lord, study the Vedas, and give charity. In this system, they should follow the principles of the 4 ashramas: Brahmacharya, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, and Sannyas. Please repeat. Those who have been reformed, by the Garbhadana ceremony, and other prescribed reformatory methods, performed with Vedic mantras, and without interruption, and who have been approved by Lord Brahma, are Dvijas, or twice born. Such Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, and Vaishyas, purified by their family traditions and by their behavior, should worship the Lord, study the Vedas, and give charity. In this system, they should follow the principles of the 4 ashramas: Brahmacharya, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, and Sannyasa. Purport: after giving a general list of 30 qualifications for one's behavior, Narada Muni now describes the principles of the 4 Varanas and 4 ashramas. A human being must be trained in above mentioned 30 qualities Otherwise, he is not even a human being. Then, among such qualified persons, the Varanashram process should be introduced. In the Varanashram system, the first ceremony for purification is Garbhodan, which is performed with mantras at the time of sex for propagating a good child. One who uses sex life not for sensual pleasures, but only to beget children according to the Reformatory method, is also accepted as a brahmachari. One should not waste semen on sensual pleasure, violating the principles of the Vedic life. Restraint in sex is possible, however, only when the populace is trained in above-mentioned 30 qualities. Otherwise, it is not possible. Even if one is born in a family of Dvijas or twice born, if they have not followed the reformatory process, he is called a Dvija Bandhu, not one of the twice born, but a friend of the twice born. The whole purpose of this system is to create good population. As stated in Bhagavad Gita, when women are polluted by the populace, is Varana Sankara. And when the Varana Sankara population increases, the situation of the entire world becomes hellish. Therefore, all the Vedic literatures strongly warn against creating Varana Sankara population. When there is Varana Sankara population, the people cannot be properly controlled for peace and prosperity, regardless of great legislative assemblies, parliaments, and similar bodies. Hare Krishna. Those who have been reformed by the Garbhodan ceremony and other prescribed reformatory methods performed the Vedic mantras and without interruption, and who have been approved by Lord Brahma are Dvijas or twice born. Such Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, and Vaishyas, purified by their family traditions and by their behavior, should worship the Lord, study the Vedas, and give charity. In this system, they should follow the principles of the four ashramas: Brahmacharya, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, and Sannyas. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. How Krishna perfectly arranged everything for the peace and harmony of the living entities, particularly the human beings. And how every sentence, every word of the scripture is practically visible. One can see it. When you look around, you can see everything perfectly. Papa said, after giving a general list of 30 qualifications for one's behavior, Narada Muni now describes the principles of the 4 varanas and 4 ashrams. A human being must be trained. A human being must be trained. Compulsory. It is not an option. That once taking birth must go to Gurukul. That is compulsory. At the beginning of human life. It is compulsory. A human being must be trained in the above mentioned 30 qualities. 30 qualities. My intention was to go through it, the whole 30, but you shifted me forward, so I left it. This is what we do. My intention was to go one after another, the 30 qualities mentioned, and I'll mention it. Prabhupada said these 30 qualities must be developed as Narada Muni mentioned them. We look at only truthfulness. That's the only one we look at, truthfulness. And we're going to continue today. But you're not ready. Otherwise, he is not even a human being. If we don't have these 30 qualities, we are not human beings. Is it a surprise? Look at our behavior. Look at our behavior. Which of our behavior resembles a human being? Look. Which of our behavior that resembles a human being? Which one? Which of our activities, behavior resembles that of a human being? Which one? Do we tolerate each other? You think you will chant without these qualities? If you are not a human being, you will chant? Only a human being will chant. If you are not human beings, you cannot chant. Therefore, we have been given the 4 regulative principles to make us human beings. If we follow the 4 regulative principles, we become human beings. When we become human beings, we can start studying the Vedas, worshipping the Supreme Personality of Godhead, giving charity, as is mentioned here. So Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, and Vaishyas, purified by their family traditions and by their behavior, should worship the Lord, study the Vedas, and give charity. Who gives charity today? Who gives charity? Is anyone giving charity? No one is giving charity. What do you understand by charity? The Bible said if you give by right, the left should not see it. Are we doing that today? Many people cannot give donation to the temple if their name is not mentioned. Is that charity? Many people, to give charity, you have to queue in the sun for hours before they give you a handful of kichiri. Is that charity? Is that charity? That is humiliation, not charity. Charity is not giving a condescending way, make the person useless. That is not charity. And even with that, what is the intention? The intention is not you. The intention is, I'm using you to go to heaven. Is that charity? Who is giving charity? In Kali Yuga. Who? Everything is materially controlled, materially motivated, selfishly motivated. What is charity? Do we tolerate each other? We said no. We tolerate each other. So what is chanting? Who is chanting? Who is chanting? Chanting to soften the heart, not making the heart hard. How can somebody be chanting and they planning to kill somebody? Is that chanting? I'm asking you. You are looking. You are not looking. You are not hearing. Is that chanting? Chanting. Nobody can chant and the heart is not cleansed. Nobody can chant without the heart being cleansed. That is not chanting. Chanting will soften the heart and make it like butter for Krishna to steal. Someone cannot chant Hare Krishna and be planning how to kill somebody, how to injure somebody, become intolerant, and maintain anger, cruelty. That is not chanting. Envy, deceitful nature. Nobody can chant and remain deceitful. Chanting will destroy all these things. Narthandivriti will take place for when we're doing bhajan. Bhajan kriya brings what? Narthandivriti. That is what the Supreme Goswami said. It cannot be false. Approved by all acharyas. Chanting Hare Krishna, but they are going to watch naked men and women on the net, but they are doing japa. Is that japa? I'm asking. Many devotees, we are doing that. You say you are chanting. What is that? How is that chanting? A person who chanting can never have attraction for anything which is not Krishna conscious. Zero. That is chanting. The chanting Chetu Darpana Marajana. That's what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will say. They cannot be false. That is chanting. If it is japa, there will be marjana. Marjana, japa is marjana. Cleansing. Darpa. That is japa. We jump without the qualification. Let us try to be realistic. What is it, japa? What does it mean? We have mentioned many times. What is japa? Rupa Goswami, he taught us what is japa. My senses have become inert. None of my senses is acting again. That's japa. Rupa Goswami, he told us what is japa. When I chant, is that our experience? Is that our experience? Our senses are sleeping? Is our senses sleeping? They are very active, disturbing us from chanting. But Rupa Goswami said, japa make his senses to sleep. None of the senses work. The only thing that he feels is want to borrow ears, want to borrow tongues to chant. Is that our experience? Is that our experience? We should try to understand what is japa. We should try to understand what we are doing, what we want to do. We should not waste our time. So don't tell me japa. Don't tell me japa. Japa is different thing. Rupa Goswami said, when I do japa, I don't remember anything, only Krishna, the name. Therefore, they don't know that they have been chanting 24 hours, they are not eating. That is japa. Haridas Sakura. Did he see a woman that came before him? Haridas Sakura. Did he see a woman? Was Haridas angry? Hey, you woman, you came to become stone. Haridas Sakura did like that. Bishamitra Muni did, not Haridas. Why? He's not chanting. A person with chanting cannot do that. A person who is chanting will see equally, men, women, animal, everything will see equally, spirit, soul. He will identify with them peacefully without tension. That is chanting. Cannot be agitated. A person with chanting cannot be restless. Be peaceful, because the holy name is removing all the dirty things away, all the demons are trashed out. That is chanting. Our chariots confirm that. Haridas Sakura, prostitute came, Durga Devi came. Oh, sit down. Yeah. Good customer. A good customer. Sit down. Let's have a festival with the holy name. It's chanted. After 3 days, what happened? He became purified. Is that what we do? Every day. Anxiety, material anxiety, not spiritual anxiety. Every day, material anxiety. Is that japa? Every day, material anxiety, frustration, anger, malicious nature, deceitful nature. A devotee is doing japa, he's going to the net to watch naked men, naked women. Is that japa? And you want to hear Krishna prema. Deceitful nature. It's cheating. It's cheating. That is not japa. That's not. Rupa Goswami. My senses are not working again. Sanatana Goswami. Yes. Forget everything. Forget. See, proper chanting. What is happening? Proper chanting. The whole world is dancing Kirtana. That's japa. Is it not happening? The whole world is doing what? Dancing the kirtan, the holy name of Krishna. That is japa. That's the result of chanting. One is chanting. This is what you get. Now the Muni chanted the holy name. Lord Shiva's blue neck poison. Blue neck of Shiva means poison. Deadly poison. Lord Shiva kept it on the truth. Disappeared. That's japa. That is japa. The poison disappeared. Just the kirtan, the japa of Narada Muni. Lord Brahma's, Lord Balaram's blue dhoti. Lord Balaram wear blue dhoti. His dhoti became white. White. Just the holy name being chanted by Narada Muni. His dhoti bleached. Narada Muni's japa is, they call it a bleach. Bleaches anyone that comes in contact with him. It turns you into prema. That is japa. And Jamuna became milky. And the gopis churned it and got water from it. Not a story, not a lie. It's a reality. That is japa. Yes. It begins from being a human being. And to be a human being, Lord Jesus said, no gambling, no desiccation, and no flesh. A human being must be trained in the above mentioned 30 qualities, otherwise he is not a human being. Then, among such qualified persons, the Varnashram process should be introduced. Varnashram system is difficult for us to understand because we don't have the training, we don't have the human quality. The moment they mention Varnashram in this con, people, what is that? What is that? Don't mention it. Why? Because we are not human beings. Human beings. This is what Prabhupada said here. Then, among those qualified persons, those who have been trained with these 30 qualities, within these 30 qualities, people who have these 30 qualities, Varnashram process should be introduced. We have difficulty because we don't have the training, we don't have the qualification. In the Varnashram system, the first ceremony for purification is Garbhadan Samskara, which is performed with mantras at the time of sex for propagating a good child. Garbhadan Samskara is for what? Getting a good child, a devotee child. In the third canto, somewhere Prabhupada said, the children born in Kali Yuga are not human beings because no Garbhadan Samskara. Christians' children are Christian, is it not? Muslim children are Muslims. Hare Krishna children are devotees? All Hare Krishna children are devotees? Why? They don't keep reproducing principle, they're not vegetarians, they don't chant the mantra, they don't have the scripture like we have. Why their children and their members, the Hare Krishna devotee, with all we have are not, all are not devotees? Why? Thank you. I'm asking you why? What is responsible for that? Why not all our children are devotees?
We are not qualified parents.
Not qualified parents. No Garbhadan Samskara. Purificatory process is not done. Many people I saw, they got married through illicit sex. That's why they got married. Is it not? Yes. So that child will be devotee? Yeah. You can ask me, what about us whose parents are not devotee? They don't know this. They don't know about this principle. So the activity was done in ignorance. You are doing this with knowledge, therefore you will be punished. You will be punished. A person who sins in knowledge suffers more than a person who sins in ignorance. You know? If you know this is say, no illicit say, no illicit, if you do it, you have mental torture in your mind. The mind will punish you seriously before somebody chastises you externally. Is it not true?
It's true.
But the person who does not know, they will give you that? No, because he doesn't know. So we have been exposed to this knowledge. If you don't follow it, there is a heavy consequence. Our children will not be devoted. Instead, they will hate the movement. You spoil my life. You spoil my life. One who uses sex life not for sensual pleasures, but only to beget children according to the Reformatory method, is also accepted as brahmachari. Let's say brahmachari. It's brahmachari. The one who is getting married, has to do. Since I cannot control my sins, let me get married. You are a dangerous person. You are very dangerous. Since you cannot control our sins, you are getting married. Which children are you going to give us? I'm saying, I don't know. I'm saying, you tell me. Unwanted progeny, Varna Sankara. And our society is covered with Varna Sankara. Why are we surprised there's no peace? Where will peace come from? What have you done to warrant the peace? You have not cooked, you eat? You have not cooked, you eat? What will you eat when you have not cooked? We are cultivating anarchy, we are cultivating unrest, and we want to be peaceful. How is that possible? How? Our activities do not produce anything good. How would they expect good? How? How can we expect that? If you want to eat, you have to cook first. One should not waste semen on sensual pleasure, avoiding the principles of Vedic life. We should not waste semen. Semen should not be wasted. It should not go downward. It should go up. If it goes down, Prabhupada said it is violating the principles of Vedic life. Restraint in sex is possible, however, only when the populace is trained in above mentioned 30 qualities. Otherwise, it is not possible. Not possible. So many devotees are having difficulties. Well, no training. We are giving freedom to our senses. Adanta Gobi Bishatam Tamishra. Adanta Gobi is what? Bishatam Tamishra. Giving freedom to the senses will take one to hell. It will not take one to Vaikuntha. It will take one to hell. Hell. Not only you, with so many members, you will go to hell. Adanta Gubi Bishatam Tabishra. Puna Puna Charavana Charavana. That is our activity. Our activity is what? To expand our suffering. And that expansion of suffering is considered cheers, enjoyment. Cheers. Even if one is born in a family of Dvijas or thrice born, if they have not followed the reformatory process, he is called a Dvija Bandhu, not one of the twice born, but a friend of the twice born. Means there is no qualification. And Prabhupada gave example many times. Does a son of a doctor become a doctor by birth? Huh? How will he become a doctor? You have to go to medical college. Similarly, if one is born in a Brahmana family, without the training and the qualification, one does not become a Brahmana. No. It does not work like that. You have to go for training. Training is compulsory for everyone. The whole purpose of this system is to create good population. The whole purpose is what? To create a good population. As stated in Bhagavad Gita, when women are polluted, the populace is Varna Sankara. And when the Varna Sankara population increases, the situation of the entire world becomes heaven. Okay, thank you. It becomes hellish. Thank you. Thank you. We are creating hellish situation and we want to have heaven. That's illusion. That's illusion. Nigerians, God will help us. Why God will help you? What are you doing that God will help you? I don't know. I'm saying, what are you doing that God will help you? Is God not helping? What is extra thing you are doing that God will give you extra help? What is it? And I say, you tell me, what are we doing that God will help us? I always remember a very experienced pure devotee. Naremuni met him at Allahabad. So Naremuni, after watching him, Naremuni went to him, oh, you are a great devotee. You have the mercy of the Lord. He said, no, please, don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me like that. Huh? I have not done anything that I'm expecting any blessing from Krishna. I have not done anything. What did I do that I'm expecting something? You understand? He's a good devotee who is worshipping pure devotee, but for him, he feels I have not done anything. But we are not doing anything, we are expecting blessing from Krishna. It's a responsible person. I can't expect any blessing from Krishna because I've not done anything which should make me to expect that. Okay, I have not worked in any company. At the end of the month, I'm expecting salary. How? Where you get the salary from? We are not working in any company. But at the end of the month, I'm expecting I'm going to get salary. You're not doing anything wonderful. We're not doing anything auspicious. All our activities are sinful. Look at the quality of our thoughts. Look, let us look. What is the quality of our thoughts? How Christian conscious is our thought, our thinking? How Christian conscious is it? And if our thought is not Christian conscious, our sight, our vision, how Christian conscious is it? Our hearing, how Christian conscious is it? Our activities, how Christian conscious? Our movement, how Christian conscious is it? How? If our thought is Christian conscious, our vision, our sight, our activities, our walking, everything will be Christian conscious. That is how it works. The Prabhupada is speaking. Varana Shankara. Therefore, all the Vedic literatures strongly warn against creating Varana Sankara population, which is what we are doing. If you are not sinful, how does society see you if you are not sinful? Our present society, if you are not sinful, is there any space for a central person in our society today? No, if you're not sinful, you're not nobody. Nobody. Who knows you if you're sinful? If you want to be known, you're a very big demon. Such and such person has stolen 40 billion. Yeah, you're in the paper. You're chanting 64 and will be in the paper. Television will publish you. Such a person is chanting 64 and Hare Krishna mantra every day. You'll be on the newspaper. You have stolen billions, you'll be on the paper. Everybody will worship you. Be meditating upon you, being a thief. When there is Varana Sankara population, the people cannot properly control for peace and prosperity, regardless of great legislative assemblies, parliaments, and similar bodies. Hare Krishna. Yes.
Thank you so much for all this powerful preaching and the message for all our benefits. I have a question. I was recently hearing from Paramboli book that we are spirit soul originally, and our nature is different from what we experience in this condition state. All the vice and unwanted qualities. Paramboli then says, yet we should focus on the eternality and the Lord's divine pillars. So my question is, today we hear that we want to talk about prema, but we are struggling with our bad habits. And this is a cheating mentality. Can you please help me understand both these explanations?
Oh, good. Very nice.
This is from Pragati.
Oh, okay. Very nice. Thank you, Pragati Devi. Oh yeah, because not Pragati is Pratimai Devi. You should change your name. If you don't value your name, then you leave it Pragati. If you value your name, it is Pratimai. You change your name. Put your original name, the spiritual name, the name that will take you back to God. Of course, Pragati is good, spiritual, but not so pure as Pratimai. Let's go for the best. Yes. Thank you for asking the question. So, Prabhupada, to make it simple on us, to make it simple, Srila Prabhupada said elephant baiting. Elephant baiting. After baiting, pour sand on the body. What is the use of that? Or you are lighting fire and pouring water on it. Any benefit? If we want the fire to ignite, don't pour water there. If we want to remain clean, don't pour dirt again in our body. So if we want to chant and attend the pure chanting, we should stop doing the same sinful activities which we have been doing before. We should stop them. Let us give up all these things. I have mentioned many times, quoting Srila Bhakti Takura. As we are chanting, we should work on ourselves. That is what we meant. As we are chanting, as we are practicing, let us work on ourselves. All the dirty things, all the unnecessary things which are not necessary. Another time means what? All unnecessary things. Let us be giving them up. Let us give them up. This is the point we are making. Otherwise, it is like elephant baiting or lighting fire and pouring water on it. It will not make sense. It will not benefit us. Let us give up all the unnecessary things. They are unnecessary. Therefore, we should give them up as we are chanting, so that our chanting will know perfection. That is chanting. And we will have the experience Prabhupada, Haridas, Rupa Goswamis, all of them had. It will become another dimension. Let it also become our experience. It will become our experience when we follow what they did, not when we follow them. We're still addicted to sinful, bad habit which we were doing before. We're still addicted to it. We're chanting. After I finish chanting, we should go and take tea. After we finish chanting, we go and commit illicit sex. After chanting, we should go and eat meat. What is that? What is that? If you're not tired, go and do it until you're tired. Then you come and do the right thing. Is it not? Because if we do like that, it will confuse people. People will see what, be confused. What is happening here? This person telling me don't do this, and I'm saying that is what he's doing every day. Who will change? Nobody will change. Suppose Prabhupada is eating meat and telling me don't eat meat. Do you think I would have followed this? I would never follow it. I would think, oh, you are envious of me. That's why you're telling me this. Yes. I would say like that. I followed because he is not doing what he asked me not to do. He is not doing it. And that is what is called Acharya. Acharya, teaching by example. Not that, don't do as I do. Do as I say. Who will do that? Nobody will do that. All right? Make sense? Thank you. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Huh?
She's apologized that she'll change it.
Okay. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Nitai Gauda Premanandi. All glorious assembled devotees.
Bhakti Damodara Swami Maharaj ki jai.